Hey guys, welcome to this week's Bible study tip. Today we're talking about historical narrative. In case you didn't know, there are multiple literary genres in Scripture like poetry, law, prophecy, narrative. Much of the Old Testament is historical narrative. In fact, we could see Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Daniel, Jonah, Haggai. All those books I just said are almost entirely historical narrative, if they aren't entirely historical narrative. And even some of the prophets, even some of the poets like Job, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they also have historical narrative in them. What do we need to pay attention to with historical narrative? Well, we need to be mindful that this is a historical account of what happened, not necessarily what should have happened. Why does it matter? Well, when we see Abraham and Abram and Sarah do shady things like they did with Hagar, when we see David commits adultery and then commits murder to cover up that adultery, when we see Noah, who even after building the ark and is preserved, has some shady stuff happen with his sons, it's important that we're mindful. These are not things that were blessed by God. These are still flawed sinners who God used to accomplish his redemptive plan that would still leave us going, these guys are great and they accomplish some great things, but they're still imperfect, they're still flawed, and we still need someone else, someone better, someone perfect, eventually Jesus, to be the answer for humanity. Not any of these guys, not Father Abraham, not David, the man after God's own heart. None of them were good enough. And so as we read historical narrative, let's use discernment and judgment to as we look at these characters and their decisions, go, okay, was this good or bad that they did? Because we see heroes make good decisions and bad decisions, and we should learn from both of them.